What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and their game against the Denver Nuggets. I'm not going to lie, I feel a little bit deflated today. I feel a little bit defeated in many ways, and I guess we'll discuss it in this video. And I honestly don't know the reason why, because again, I think we all expected the Chicago Bulls to not have this perfect run of games throughout this entire week. But I feel like a lot of things kind of played into this game that allowed me to feel very frustrated and upset. And we'll get through all of it in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls game today and who was your player of the game. We lost this game 114 to 106, as you can see on the screen there. And there's a couple of things that I don't like about this game. First and foremost, I think what really got me absolutely all sucked out of energy was the Nikola Jokic, I guess, ejection. Now, look, I'm sure if the Bulls had won this game, they would have taken it by any means necessary. And again, no one's feeling sorry for us in our situations with no Caruso and no Levine, so we shouldn't expect to feel sorry for other teams for their situations of Nikola Jokic getting, I guess, ejected from the game. Cardwell Pope, hopefully he gets well soon. He got hurt, and Jamal Murray got hurt before this game in the last game, and they had a back-to-back as well, by the way. So I understand it from that point of view. If no team's going to feel sorry for us, we shouldn't feel sorry for other teams. But that definitely took the life out of me, in all honesty, because when you're a fan of the NBA, like, no disrespect, I'm sure a lot of people would rather just see us win every game, or 82 games, doesn't matter where it comes from, but there's a lot of people that wanted to watch Nikola Jokic today. And I felt like him getting ejected today for the pettiest reason, at least I know of, because I don't know the full story. I don't know what he said. I don't know what happened. But it looked to me like an extremely petty reason to eject someone. That takes the life out of everybody. It took the life out of the stadium itself. I felt like the stadium after the Jokic ejection was extremely quiet. There were a lot of people that came to see Nikola Jokic today, and to get him ejected within the first half is just so poor, and it felt like the poorest reason to give. He had one complaint to the referee. Give him the tech foul if that's what you want to do. To eject him from that is brutal. Literally, everybody watching that game could not understand why Jokic got ejected. And again, if we had won the game, I know the Bulls would have taken it. Bulls fans would have taken it. We all would have taken it, right? But the fact that we didn't get to see an MVP caliber player play for his team. We don't see Jokic often. We see him twice a year, twice a season, unless we both make the finals, which we know that's not happening for the Bulls. Whatever the case may be, we don't get a chance to see Jokic often. So to not see him in this game, in my opinion, everybody has the right to be upset with that. And I think the fans were upset with that in the arena. I was upset with that on the live stream. I'm sure Denver Nuggets fans were fuming at the situation as well. And you know how teams are. They like to defend their, fans like to defend the players, defend the team. And I'm sure there are a bunch of Denver fans defending Jokic and defending the team. But let's be honest, I think we can all sit here and say, at least there was something outrageously said, which I still don't know. That's a very poor reason to eject someone from a game. That's the first thing. That took the life out of me straight away. But also, you got to give credit to where it's due for Denver. They're a deep team. They played very, very well. And I think what made this so deflating and frustrating is that they managed the game so well, it was irritating to watch. Every time the Bulls got to a, 4-point, 6-point margin, Denver extends it back to double digits. Every time we got close, Denver made it further away. And they went on competitive runs. And they went on a massive 3-point shooting streak. And they made every three, it felt like. Even some of the hardest threes I've ever seen, some of the Denver Nuggets members take. They took and made it. It felt effortless for them. It felt like they weren't even trying at times. And they managed that game really, really well. So that's why it was, in my opinion, so deflating and frustrating. Now, you look at the Bulls, and again, there were some great players today. Vucevic had a great game, even though I felt like at sometimes he was too aggressive, and in other times he wasn't aggressive enough. I felt like he gave up some easy ones, but he went to take some of the harder shots in the game, and it just didn't make sense to me. But Vucevic overall had a good game. Kobe White overall had a good game. I think guys like Javon Carter made an impact. And again, the list goes on. And it wasn't amazing gameplay. Like it was, or I guess amazing You know, it wasn't an amazing game to watch. There were a lot of people that did struggle in this game. It definitely wasn't a team effort. Again, Denver Nuggets had 41 bench points compared to what the Bulls had. So at the end of the day, there was night and day performances there. The offense for Denver was better. Obviously, the Bulls' defense was very lackluster. I understand all of that. But I think the way that they managed the game made it 10 times harder to watch, in my opinion. This was not a fun game to watch. It was not a fun game to be a part of. I think all of those events kind of took place. The Jokic ejection again, the Caldwell Pope injury, Jamal Murray not being there, Zach LaVine obviously not being there for the Bulls, but a lot of people probably won't care about that. And obviously, you know, everything that happened there. No Caruso either. It just felt like a game that wasn't too pleasant to watch. And again, we've seen a lot of good games from the Chicago Bulls. And again, I understand there's going to be problems and there's not going to be a perfect game out there for the Bulls to watch every time. I'm completely aware of that. But I felt like the last couple of games were really entertaining, even in the losses. The game against Milwaukee was a phenomenal watch. The game against the all the 4-game winning streak that we had was great to watch. It was good basketball for some of them. I felt like this just wasn't it for the Chicago Bulls. I think sometimes we reverted back to old ways. I think sometimes we just saw this Bulls team not want to move. I think in some ways this Bulls team just didn't contribute as a team. But it is what it is. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know, rage and scream about the Bulls. That's not what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to sit here and say there's not going to be any problems with the Bulls ever again either. We'll see what we can do against the Miami Heat. In terms of the player of the game, again, another phenomenal performance from this player. Kobe White was outstanding again. Really turning into something special for the Chicago Bulls team. And you're looking at that contract now for Kobe White. $11 million a season. You're thinking that's a bargain right now, aren't you? I know I'm thinking about it. Are you thinking about it? I think you're thinking about it. At least if you weren't thinking about it, you're thinking about it now. So that's good. I'll put it in your head. But either way, seems like a pretty good deal for the Chicago Bulls to get Kobe White on that type of contract for the amount of years that he's on. And he's performing like a heck of a player right now. Extends the 3-point streak once again. Has an incredible performance offensively, really solid defensively, made the difference in playmaking as well. Yeah, for me, Kobe White, I don't even think it's even close at this point. Kobe White is the player of the game. But what do you guys think? We'll move on into the next game against Miami. Again, 2 games against Miami now, both away from home, both at different times as well. Let's see what ends up happening. I feel like we should at least try and get 1 against Miami. I feel like it's hard to get 2, in all honesty. You kind of saw that the first time we versed Miami back-to-back. We got the first, we lost, no. We got the first one, we got destroyed in the second one. So it's hard to verse a team consecutively and get wins twice. That's why the playoffs are usually so difficult. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.